target a Scarab on the middle of a group of SCVs. It was almost like that, but you can't target Spider Mines. But the mines are just blowing up entire groups of Hydralisks, targeting the perfect one to do the most damage, and blowing up entire squads of Hydralisks. And this time it looks like Greg has decided, I mean, this time he spent his money on the Zerglings instead. He's like, okay, last time I went for Hydras, and that didn't work. This time I'll go, he's just got enough Hydras to just camp that ramp and take care of any Vultures that might sneak up and try and deal damage to his drones. And he's looks for mostly Mutalisks at this point. And obviously the Mutalisks aren't going to be able to have to deal with the mines, and so it's kind of a smart move there, but I mean, Up Magic can just pump out more Goliaths in that case, and still be okay. Wow, so things not looking good for Great, actually. Charon boosters are upgraded, so that Overlord looks like it's going to go down. So with those Charon boosters, that is going to make those Goliaths so much more effective against Mutalisks. They're going to be able to get off a full volley before the Mutalisks even get within range. It also means that reinforcing Goliaths are going to be able to do more damage. You have a larger clump of Goliaths able to attack those Mutalisks. And look at this, he's got turrets up already. Well, he's had turrets up for a while, actually, so those Mutalisks are... The last game that they played, the Mutalisks were able to get in pretty close and do some decent damage to Up Magic's base, because he only had like one turret up at the time. But this time he's got more turrets up. He's got Goliaths running around as well. Since there's less Hydralisks, it looks like Up Magic's been able to spend more money on Goliaths, and and therefore he's been able to hold things off pretty well as far as the Mutalisk attack goes. But yeah, already teching to Science Vessels as well. Actually, he's just got a starport. I actually haven't seen the Science Facility, so we'll see what he does with that. Another Overlord goes down. I think that's like 3 different Overlords just randomly been picked off by these Goliaths. Every little bit like that hurts Zerg players so much, and yeah, his base is just so set up. He's got turrets everywhere. He's got backup Goliaths with the Charon boosters going on. This is just looking bad for Great. He's going to have to somehow do some monster Mutalisk harass, do a lot of damage to Up Magic's economy otherwise. I mean, if you remember, the part of Up Magic's build before was to get a contain going on the Zerg base and then get another base, get a third base out. And he was able to get that third base despite Mutalisks running around, and now he has even more Goliaths to deal with the Mutalisks this time. So, he can theoretically get a third base, but I don't think it's even going to be necessary. He's got a really good lock on this, and now that's exactly what Great wants to do, what he just did there. Find lone Goliaths and pick them off. And that's kind of the best way to go about it, because if he engages Up Magic's entire force right now, it's gonna go bad for him. He may take out all the Goliaths, but it just won't be... He won't have enough left over to do any damage back to Up Magic. Up Magic has a superior economy at this point, I think. Excuse me. Tank is now out here, so it looks like Up Magic is just going to try and do the same thing as before, move in with the tank, start trying to shell Great's base, and just move in from there. And there's so many Goliaths are going to be able to hold off those Mutalisks very easily. And this is a really, really cool build in general. I'm really glad to see that it's working out for him. Although the game's not over yet. But anyway, Tank now shelling those sunken colonies. Great, desperately trying to put down more colonies. He's just gotten another colony up there, and he's run Hydralisks. You don't stand a chance. And what Great is doing right now, though, which is actually a good thing, is oh, nice! The Hydralisks run in there and snipe the tank, and that's gonna keep Up Magic from breaking down that door for a little while longer. He's probably gonna get another tank en route. And yeah, what Great has been doing is sniping off those reinforcements while they're by themselves, and that's really kind of a smart move. Like I said, it's easier to take on one Goliath than the whole force, and so by taking out those Goliaths one by one, he was able to do that. So it looked like Up Magic was kind of falling back his main force to escort that tank, because otherwise Great would have just excuse me, Great would have just moved in and picked off that tank en route. And oh, there's Mines versus Hydralisks again. As Great, I'm sure, remembers, since he experienced the devastating effects of mines on Hydralisks in the first game. He knows that is not a good thing. And look at this. Wow, because of all the mines and the tanks and the early vultures, Great has been forced basically to go almost all. Oh, and no extra. Oh, the drone gets by. He might be able to set up another base actually, but he's been forced to go for almost all air, and that means that Up Magic's little base there, he just sets up some turrets, and that's going to be more than enough to hold off. Looks like Up Magic's going in for the kill here. Great's falling his Mutalisks back. In the meantime, a dropship going in the back door. Great has nothing behind those sun colonies. The sun colonies are going to go down very easily. The drones running away. Few still getting picked up. Oh, the dropship getting surrounded by Mutalisks. Still able to drop out a couple of Goliaths and still escaping somehow. But, and dropping off those last 2 Goliaths. But critically, that is going to give Up Magic enough time to walk those Goliaths up the ramp. Up Magic now completely engaged in his base, not even firing from the low ground or anything like that, not at the bad position of the ramp, and tanks coming in as well. It's just sheer Mutalisks versus Goliaths, and right now he's too many Goliaths, I think. The few remaining, other than those couple reinforcements, the few remaining Mutalisks that he has are really low on health. Couple reinforcements coming in now. Up Magic is oh, the last Mutalisks go down. The last Mutalisks go down. Great has nothing left in his base. Up Magic wins. Great GG's. Up Magic with a really, really spectacular mech build has beaten Great twice with it now. Wow. And that you could tell that build was just really, really, really well practiced. That was just absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad to be seeing Up Magic not only moving into the MSL, but having some of his genius builds actually pay off and do really well. So, GG to Up Magic. That was excellent work. It's going to be really cool to see him going into MSL, and I know I said that before, but I really mean it. I really mean it. I'm not just saying it, guys. I really mean it. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So GG. Actually, real quick, before this video ends here, I wanted to say thanks to the people that donated some money to me. I actually wasn't going to say anything in the video because I was just going to email them, but some people I didn't have their email addresses from PayPal, so I have to find another way to thank you guys. So thank you very much. I do honestly appreciate that, especially since my job ends in a few days. I'm going to be unemployed pretty soon here, so it's cool to have a little bit more leeway to work with there. And I'm also hoping I can buy a better headset like the one that Diggity has that everyone's that made Rise sound completely different. And, everyone seems to like the sound quality of that, so hopefully I'll be able to get one of those pretty soon. Anyway, there's your 2 winners on the screen there. See you at Magic Advancing. Hope you guys enjoyed that set. I certainly did. Thank you for listening. GG.